Hey everybody, it's been a while. I've kind of been quiet on my social media accounts with making videos. Wanted to check in and do another counseling convos, and today I wanted to focus on experiential therapy, outdoor behavioral health, in vivo exposure, very active elements of therapy that maybe you haven't heard of before. So recently I was promoted to be a program director at a substance recovery farm. And I tell you, I had to really change my mentality. I had to transform the way that I think about recovery, but also the therapeutic modalities behind experiential therapy and how to engage in therapeutic principles outside of the norm, outside of the box, outside of what we think or what therapists have always thought to be the most effective and beneficial route. You know, we talk a lot about CBT, we talk about a lot about motivational interviewing, but we tend to forget that there is so much more, that there is an active and engaging element to therapy that we might miss out on if we are just behind a desk at an office. The age-old term that I think of when I think of these kinds of practices are in vivo. Conducting therapy, offering a change agent in the moment, in real life, to where the client can participate in therapy, engage in change in a very real setting, in a very progressive way, in a way that they're being exposed to maybe their phobia, their fear, their concern, their presenting problem, their deeper problem. So we're used to hearing that in vivo. Hey guys, I thought I'd just switch gears here, no pun intended, and kind of talk to you a little bit more about experiential therapy and the like. Just last month, actually, Counseling Today published an article on equine, animal-assisted therapy, the positive effects, the beneficial effects of incorporating an outdoor experience, an interaction with something bigger than yourself, something outside of yourself, such as an animal, horses, or what have you. The effects that it has on a person's mental health. So this is something that is not just made up, that our interaction with the world around us, our active nature, can be intertwined within our therapeutic intent. It can be connected to other modalities of treatment, and it can leave a long-lasting impression for the clients and their families. I've heard of some therapists, some colleagues of mine, that incorporate something called walk and talks, where they meet with their clients at local parks or lakes. They hike or they walk for a couple miles while they talk through their issues. You can even couple that or think about it in a sense of the EMDR or some techniques in the EMDR, where you're looking left to right or using both sides of your body to kind of intertwine the experience or make it more holistic in nature. You get various elements in this type of modality where you're incorporating this larger than yourself concept, but also an experiential concept of engaging with your external world, making it not overwhelming, making it to where you can begin to trust your external world rather than having to be just always introspective or be fearful to engage with your surroundings. Now for some, they might hear this idea and they think, oh, camping is the most ultimate form of therapy. I don't need a therapist, I don't need a treatment plan, I don't need all these things. I'll just go out and camp. And I'll tell you, go for it. Camping is amazing. Camping is incredible. The more opportunities you get to experience and enjoy your world, the better. I think there are distinctions. I think there are variables, differences between just simply going out on one's own terms and camp versus having a treatment plan, a set-up goal of what is it that I'm actually focusing on, what am I actually trying to accomplish through this experience, and then having a very guided practice that accompanies that experience. It's not simply packing up your things and going out, but it's going out with a purpose, it's going out with a sense of meaning, and then having someone to guide you along through processing and developing that meaning, defining that meaning in your own life, overcoming certain obstacles, whether be it through a low ropes course or hiking or fishing or canoeing or kayaking or rock climbing, whatever it may be. there can be specific interventions connected to those exercises, to those experiences. Now, to kind of give a little bit of sneak peek of what I've been working on with my awesome team out at the farm through Preferred Family Healthcare, we have been working on bolstering up these experiences, developing these clinical interventions within our outdoor program, within our experiential therapy that's offered by clinicians, really having a space and a modality behind how we do therapy in an active and engaging way. Not just building up skill sets, but connecting those skill sets through a therapeutic intervention, connecting those skill sets to reality, connecting those skill sets to mental health, and making it holistic in nature. One really kind of bigger project that I'm excited about is this up-and-coming development in the springtime. We're going to focus on planting an orchard, having a handful of trees. We're thinking maybe 12 to 14 orchard trees. Now, our program is specific to adolescents, so these are going to be teenage boys specifically that are engaged in these programs. We offer woodshop skill building, another kind of in vivo experience. We have animals on our farm. We've got chickens, guineas, donkeys, goats. Throughout the week, we work with horses. We care for them, but also develop skills on how to ride them and what does it mean to interact with an animal. We have a few emotional support dogs as well that live there, and a few cats that seem to roam the farm. If this is something that you think is unique and you want to learn more about, I'm always open to conduct tours and show you the place. We love having people over and kind of showcasing what we do. Just direct message me. So there's not a whole lot of social media components to the program that we run, but I will continue to keep you posted and share on my personal social media accounts certain things that might come up that I think are just incredibly awesome. So I'd like to hear more from you guys. Tell me, has there been a therapeutic experience that you had where you've had a mentor or a therapist or a counselor guide you in an active and engaging setting outside of the office? Guided meditation is great and wonderful and effective, but have you experienced something that's a little bit more unique in nature, where you're exploring the outdoors, where you're out on an expedition, where you're trying new skill sets out that you haven't before? I really want to know about them because I'm trying to explore and think of various creative ways to implement those in the current program that we have. So please, share your thoughts below. Share this video with other people too, in case they have some ideas or thoughts that you might not know of, I might not know of. I really want this to kind of be a collaborative engagement.